Have you ever suddenly stopped and thought, wait, wasn't I supposed to do something? You check your phone, nothing. You check your messages, nothing. You try to remember, but still, nothing comes to mind. Yet somehow, your brain keeps insisting that you've forgotten something important. No missed call, no appointment, no emergency. So why does your mind create the feeling that you've forgotten something even when you haven't? Imagine your brain as a giant control room. Every second of every day, it's tracking your plans, responsibilities, conversations, deadlines, and all the little things you need to remember later. Most of the time, this system works perfectly, but sometimes something strange happens. Your brain sends you a warning, a tiny alarm, and suddenly you're convinced that you've forgotten something important, even though you can't figure out what it is. To understand why this happens, we need to talk about something called prospective memory. This is the part of your memory responsible for remembering things you need to do in the future, like calling someone back, sending a message, paying a bill, or bringing something with you tomorrow. Your brain stores these future tasks and quietly waits for the right moment. But the human brain isn't perfect. Sometimes it remembers that there was a task, but loses track of the task itself. Imagine receiving a notification on your phone. You hear the sound so you know something arrived, but when you unlock your screen, there's nothing there. That's what can happen inside your brain. The reminder survives, but the actual memory disappears, leaving behind only a strange feeling that something is missing. And that's where things get even more interesting. Scientists discovered a psychological effect called the Zeigarnik Effect. It shows that unfinished tasks stay active in your mind much longer than completed ones. Think about the last time you started something and didn't finish it. Maybe an email, a conversation, a project, or even a simple chore. Your brain doesn't like unfinished business. It keeps those tasks running in the background, almost like apps left open on your phone. The more unfinished tasks you have, the more mental energy your brain uses keeping track of them. Sometimes one of those unfinished tasks triggers a signal that says, hey, there's still something left to do. The problem is that the signal can remain even when the details become blurry, so you feel that something is unfinished, but you can't remember what. Now add stress to the picture. Stress changes the way your brain works. When you're stressed, your brain becomes extra alert. It starts searching for problems, checking for mistakes, and looking for things that might have gone wrong. This survival system helped our ancestors stay alive. If they forgot something important, the consequences could be serious. So the brain evolved to be cautious, very cautious, sometimes too cautious. It's like a smoke detector. A smoke detector protects you from danger, but occasionally it goes off when someone burns toast. Your brain does the same thing. It creates an alarm even when there isn't a real problem, and that's why this feeling often appears during stressful periods of life. There's another strange detail. Many people notice this feeling at night. Why? Because during the day, your attention is busy. You're working, talking, watching videos, scrolling, and moving from one task to another. But at night, everything becomes quiet. That's when your brain finally has time to scan through unfinished thoughts. Suddenly, it starts asking questions. Did I forget something? Did I miss a task? Did I forget to reply to someone? Did I overlook something important? Most of the time, the answer is no. It's simply your brain trying to protect you, a little too aggressively. So the next time you suddenly feel like you've forgotten something, remember this. That feeling doesn't always mean you've forgotten something. Sometimes it just means your brain is doing its job, trying very hard to make sure nothing important slips through the cracks. And maybe that's not such a bad thing after all, because even a false alarm means your brain still cares. If you've ever had this feeling, you're definitely not alone. What's the weirdest thing your brain has ever convinced you of? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to Mr. Bob for more mind-bending psychology mysteries. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and become part of the Mr. Bob community. And don't stop here. Click one of the videos on your screen right now because your next mind-blowing discovery is waiting for you.